Well, hello everyone, it's me, Son. Good to have you back here. Welcome everybody to Sanctuary Sundays. We're again this time around with the Hatsune Miku event this time around. So we do have a couple of um, I guess I have no idea what they're called. Symbols, character changes, yeah, but essentially, right? So the bottom always changes with the new with a new update, especially with cola ones. They always change the little icons. I think is what the word would be. So this time around, I did actually want to talk a little bit about it because, how do I put it? Yeah, they're all Epsilon fans right now are kind of on fire. Not necessarily because of bad things, but because of bad things, really. Most of us are currently in we're out of money. We're out of money right now, dude. On honesty, that's kind of what we're at right now. Gems wise, I basically am kind of clutching my gems right now. I mean, I'm really just considering if I have any option or choice, really. Um, but while I complain a little bit about my gems, let me actually go look through my things. This time around, it's actually a green sanctuary, so that means you have to go red. I don't think I have any particularly strong red red tank as of this moment. I kind of wish I had this tank, which is obviously I don't know what name is, but yeah, Shadow of the Beginning. So this is I believe this is, I don't know if this is New Year's, or it was like, I believe this is like end of chapter Shadow, right? So this was one of the releases during the, I believe it was the New Year's event kind of thing. That's where he came from in this bunch. But it was really strong on release, and kind of hasn't really shown anything against it since, basically. But right now, I don't really have much of a choice of as what to do. I could probably use him, but I'd like to use anything else realistically. But setting that aside, let's see actually if we can get through this time around. Again, definitely gonna be a bit of a tough fight this round if we just use Claire as always. Also, you know what I realized, by the way? I could actually go with the other endeavor, or the other, for actual magic gear. Thought I had it. Did not have it? Now I'm gonna wield Claire. No demonic host, obviously that's not it. Also not it. One. Also not it. I believe it's this one actually. I haven't upgraded that one actually. I'll keep it as it is. Standard and standard damage dealt, damage dealt is fine. But setting that aside, I don't know what you guys think about the new units because again, they did actually release the SS Plus Magic Gears of finally of summer. Not summer, but like little deer swimsuit, or not deer swimsuit, but the little, what do I call it? Like, I don't know if I want to call it summer solstice, but like it's like a very like a summer outfit basically is what I believe it is. I don't think that's actually what it's called, but Shadow in the Sun, right? Yeah, so it's like something very summery. But they released Shadow in the Sun, Shadow in the Sun's alpha for Shadow, or for Alpha rather, and it's pretty decent. Again, the problem right now is that with the releases of these two characters, which by the way, in all honesty, Epsilon's hottest musician one's actually kind of fucking insane. The fact that it grants invincibility on green is pretty good. That might actually be what you kind of need for green teams, especially for elves. The problem is, oh, what should we call it? I don't know because again they released Hatsune Miku, right? I don't think she counts as elf, but yeah, virtual singer, other. I think they probably give her the elf attribute just cause, yeah. Multiple green elements in a party further raises seal res. Whatever. Green elemental allies, resistant techniques. So just general green team kind of thing. It's also pretty decent because own SP by 500. So let me actually see our ultimate real quick, actually. So 300 or 500 against Idol's aura. On self, raises word by 30%. Or 50% for. That's like a really weird number. Does that have a reason for it? 39. And during the effect duration, the additional effects are applied and it's maximum of 3 stacks. Idol's aura. Each time second skills activation, second roll allies with 10%. Oh, okay, so just basically procs 10% extra attack damage on allies. Which could be stacked up to 3 times, which is actually pretty good, actually. That's pretty solid, actually. That's not a bad one. Again, since you get yourself basically, is it per ult? You know, for a support, you're dealing a lot of damage. That's not too bad, actually. It's only like a 30% increase, which is pretty not unsubstantial. But why would you? You don't deal damage on that ultimate. It literally says right there. Purpose always treat all allies with 3% of attack, 100% or 300% of attack. Attack, Red Shadow's aura. Doesn't deal damage. It does not deal damage. Is this like? I hope this isn't on self. I hope that's like on allies, which would be pretty strong for an ultimate. But again, the problem with ultimates is that they need to increase the damage cap rather than increase the total damage dealt by hit technique. We'll summon on this ones later, but yeah, no, because I wanted to comment on these because I thought it was a little bit weird that they kind of released Hatsune Miku. And honestly, the fact that it doesn't actually meld necessarily good with the green, not necessarily green elements, but green elves. I think that they probably made green elves only for this one, right? Green elemental allies. So okay, yeah, elf allies. Yep. So they made it basically exclusive for elves. I don't know why. I don't know why they keep doing this, where they drop like an other character and then they drop this. If elf, again, I think that for elves, this is what elves needed, like a decent kind of character. And again, this is not necessarily the time for this, but again, I thought it was kind of interesting because like last week, we know the released Epsilon, and then the release like again back-to-back Epsilons, basically, right? So they just released the demonic Epsilon, and I think they're gonna release. I believe it's gonna be another green one. That or if it's red, I'm gonna be kind of confused. But I mean, it wouldn't make not much sense. But again, it's kind of weird. The way that they've handled this event has kind of been weird. It's not been the worst thing again. Just kind of dealing with it has been kind of no. I think I need to have either in bleed resist or something along those lines. I want to see if we can get like defense up on just Claire, so just so he doesn't explode on contact. Accuracy healing, so we can go human. Each time damage is inflicted by self-inflicts on a single enemy. Oh, yeah, we're missing out on that. Hold on, edit party. What can we put here? Because I know we had, for a bit, we had, her. Let's actually put her back in here. Again, Wandering Swordsman and Anna is pretty fucking good, pretty solid. If I do say so myself. That means we have actually like instances of damage, just like a 15-second cooldown on it. That's pretty good, actually. Basically means we actually get to stun another time, right? So especially if we have like another stun character, that'd be pretty good. Wait, I don't know what y'all are thinking about the current events. I know a lot of people are having struggles with the minigame, with the current minigame. Poison Res, Sleep Res. I think I'm actually gonna go Sleep Res actually, because this first boss is kind of annoying with like the Sleep Res, I believe. There's always kind of like a good thing to just have Sleep Res. Again, I can kind of avoid most of those things with Claire, because again, she kind of gives herself immunity, so it's really not that big of a deal. But again, this early on, I don't have enough SP boost for kind of things to just really make a difference. We're gonna go with this one, attack and defense. Because again, SP boost rate is fine, but I would like my Claire not to explode on the first contact. It's dead. I don't know how long it took. 44 seconds is actually pretty good. Again, sleep rest is kind of always a pretty good thing. Elf only, red. Shadow Guard is like basically only one version. No point in that one. This one I really like this one, but it's really worthless unless I'm swapping over to what we call it? Not so much Claire, but it's Olivia. Again, Olivia's pretty decent, pretty good. But I'd like to not rely so much on Nat. We're doing good so far. Vampire evasion speed summer. Nope, useless. Also useless, so we're gonna only take Bandit's memory. Love it. It's really a very, 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 very bold choice on our buffs. What do we get this time? On attack, on defense. We're gonna go actually with this one again. I think I'd like to boost her SP booster a little bit later on. Mostly because I know, again, we always take way too much damage than I think we should take. And again, I think that has to do specifically with just Claire obviously being like a dodge character, but like not her dodge not really working towards the end, which it's always funny to me. Poison res, provoke res, weakness res, seal res. Poison or provoke res? Poison res, I guess. I believe that's what the next one is. I kind of wish, again, I don't know why they don't let us like actually see like the bosses. Because again, at this point I've done enough of them. They kind of have, they obviously have a pattern. Each sanctuary has like a specific set of conditions. As we all know, by the way, and thank you, Banana, for kind of telling us this information. It was very helpful to me specifically, right? But in essence, what Banana told us last time, and if you check the comments on, I don't know if it was last time, but at one point, the Blue Sanctuary actually has a obnoxiously high defense value. So, if you don't have either lower defense or enough damage to kind of counteract that, you're not dealing any damage to the enemies, pretty much. Which is really, really, really fun fact. You just have to deal with that. How long is it? 7 seconds. It's pretty fucking good, actually. Especially for a boss. Healing, vampire, not useful, not useful. I guess we have that. Finally get an SP booster, overheal, and discount rate. SP discount rate. That's practical, I guess. Oh, by the way, you definitely want to do this. If not today, thankfully it's Sunday, so you definitely have a couple of days to really decide. You do also we have double up in point events, so be sure to do this, because again, it's kind of important. Not necessarily super important, but it is kind of important to, if you'd like to, right? Let's actually not skip it. We're actually going to do this manually, because again, some of the matches can be kind of BS. I do believe you can actually now reset it, which is pretty good. I'm very glad that they actually allowed that, so you aren't like screwed. Yeah, again, we're not actually taking that much damage, and I believe that's because of our defense up, which, again, I believe we need it, so it's pretty good. Now, I do wish, I don't know why we're not allowed to, like, actually see our stats on some of these matches. That is something that's confused me, a lot. We're gonna grab Bleed Rest, because again, the beginning on these matches is always like, oh, they instantly bleed you. I don't remember if I prefer to have had Seal Rest, to be honest with you. I don't know if they see if not Alexi, but if Aurora seals you or not. Again, not that it really matters, because again, we have to deal with we're not have to deal with, but we have well, we have our Claire, right? So our Claire, like most of the like elemental or debuffing. Yeah, see, this is actually useless. Oh wait, we have one. Inflicts weakness on self. On wait, what? Each time defense inflicted on an enemy by self inflicts weakness on single enemy for 10 seconds. Raises own accuracy by 60%. Yeah, that's pretty fucking good, actually. Holy shit. She really is. Ooh. Oh. It reminds me of Hawkeye, the Hawkeye thing. Or I don't know if you guys heard of the Rogue Rivals Ultimates, but ooh, I never miss. Basically, this is what she's telling me. I never miss, bro. I'm glad, Nana Rose. I'm glad you never miss. God. Okay, so let's see. We have that. We're done with this. Alright, let's one. I'm still very, like, kind of sore about not getting Epsilon, dude. She looks so good, actually. And honestly, I would have liked to have a... We have Bleed Rift, we have, I guess, get progress? Damage reduce. Further damage reduce. Races slow rest. Further races damage inflicted. I might double up on the stacks and damage inflicted, actually. Because I think we're gonna be damage rates. We're gonna be fine, maybe. Did I risk it actually? Weakness. Actually, let's grab this one. I don't trust the game. Again, one of those things with the game is like suddenly you'll explode and then you'll be mad. Like, what happened? Why did it take so much damage? Oh, it's because you didn't take the damage reduction that you're supposed to like take. I'm like, oh, lovely, I'm dead. Thanks. Everybody's dead. Everybody's dead, and I'm here. You know what I realized, by the way? Claire's good. I don't know if she actually gets crit rate, but I don't know if she necessarily needs it. Claire, everybody else needs it. Human, each time a damage or stun is inflicted on an enemy, inflicts 200% on all enemies. Let's grab that. We get a stun every like couple of seconds, so that's not too bad. We also get higher stats. That's primarily what we're really looking for. This is as high stats as we can get them. 163% stats. I don't know specifically why and Rose has better stats, but Ken does. And it did. Well, I understand how it works, but it is also kind of funny. Let's see, actually, hold on. Anna Rose did like 80% of the damage. I am so very surprised that she's actually handling it in like PvE, like in PvE content, even though she's, I think, I'm just going to say primarily PvE content, right? Raises own attack, and then we have like a bonus on stats. Yeah, we're just gonna keep boosting those stats up, and we're not gonna take any damage. Alright, let's see. This is actually time for the battle of the century. We have actually almost have 50% of stats above them, which is kind of crazy. Well, let's actually get started. Let's take this a little bit slow. And let's get off auto. Again, this should be pretty decent clear. We're under 20 minutes, and that's with me yapping like for the first 10 minutes of the game. So we're kind of doing this under like 15 minutes. Let's see if we can actually get it under 15 minutes. Okay. Here we do have bleed rest, so none of Claire or Aurora's shit's gonna work. Just have pretty high attack anyway, and she's almost dead already. So we are actually cooking with guys. Grand Seaman power, Racing Seaman power, this that, and then she's gonna kill basically. Yep, 79k, 160k. That much, and then boop. Is she dead? The fact she's not dead is kind of wild to me. Now she is. Honestly, I don't know why I've struggled sometimes in the past with Aurora. I am not entirely sure why. Again, I think the defense kind of did help like a fuck ton. And I think that's kind of what we kind of should be going for, I think. Because again, sometimes like the defense in our characters is just not high enough. And it does not make any sense to me why sometimes you just take so much damage, but setting that aside, this was kind of like a pretty fucking easy week to send in. For 21 minutes. This is like a 21-minute video. Genuinely under my like, oh yeah, highest score. New score, man. That is actually our highest score on Sanctuary, 6,000 points. Holy shit. God damn. Do I actually get anything for like 6,000 points? Because I know you get like stuff for like 5,000. I believe you get like 300 gems or something, but I really wish, not necessarily every week we get that, but every other couple months we get like a reset on the well, it's not necessarily like a reset, but like, dude, I can beat the fuck out of this, out of the Sanctuary, and again, we get like, what is it, like 300 gems out of that, which, again, is pretty good. But man, sometimes some of the Sanctuaries are just not worth the 300 gems, man. Sometimes it's just like, actually disgusting to me. But, saying that aside, yep, this has been it for Sanctuary Sundays. We are actually just gonna finish up with a couple of summons. I did actually get already a pull from this. It was actually decent. I believe it's actually nothing like super crazy, but we actually did get Epsilon out of that. Not the banner Epsilon, because she's clearly not out, but we did actually get I believe it was a Deal Me Epsilon, I think. So that, yeah, her. And so we actually got her, like, another dude, right? So a Deal Me, you can actually, like, 200 SP, right? So that's pretty decent. That was pretty good. Again, remember to summon on your weekly pulls if you haven't already done so. Again, these are pretty fucking good. Primarily because of their probabilities, right? There's a 9% probability for an SS, and I don't know if anybody has told you this, but that's pretty good. I like those odds. We are still missing Iris Midgard, Yellow Tank, Iris Midgard. We're also missing, again, I love going out Deltas or blue Tank, which, again, wouldn't necessarily change us too much, but because of the blue Alpha is still pretty decent enough. But then again, remember, there's like a 10% chance of you getting like an SS from just straight up this banner alone. And again, remember to summon your dailies. This one has pretty standard probability, but again, this is a chance for a collab. That's why I recommend doing summoning this ones. Although I do hope that they fucking don't fuck up the whatchamacallit, yeah. Again, highest song here. They don't fuck up the fucking Excel sheet, because last time I was kind of fucking pissed at it. I don't know who the fuck made that, but that kind of pissed me off. But sending this out, let's just finish it up. Let's see if we get Hatsune Miku. That'd be nice. Did we get anything? No, we're good. Again, these are free polls. Always like kind of take a look at yourself. Sometimes I have like a theory that every time you someone on the last day, there's like 100% chance of you getting something, and that's happened to me very consistently. So I think I don't know what's happening, but I think it's kind of cool. I don't know if that's me just kind of having like extreme luck or whatever, but again, very nice summons, very nice week. And before I forget, remember to log into your shop, the exchange shop today. Primarily because there's actually the limited chest boxes, the equipment boxes. So make sure to claim these. I already did, but remember these are probably pretty important. They're kind of like a pretty nice way of getting just higher gear materials depending on your level. I always claim those. I used to not be able to claim them before before I got enough coins. At this point, I'm not necessarily in any rush. I could get more equipment gear, but again, I kind of end up running into the issue with just I need to upgrade other things before I even worry about those. So there's no point of me overspending 100,000 100,000 coins, which again I'm a hoarder, so I see no reason. Again, I could reset, and I don't know if this gets more expensive, but there's literally no point of me doing this. Not until not until I actually just get everything I need. I already could have got most of these things. I got most of the character shards already to max. So again, even Snow White Fox, Spirit Fox, I have 150 of her shards as well as an extra 100, just so I can get her SS Plus magic gear when she comes out. That is kind of what I've been planning on. This is kind of what my plans are on most stuff. Now, again, you could get more of these things, but they're not really worth it in my opinion. Especially if you kind of like buy them all at once and like, okay, I'll use this one. Problem is, like, you don't get enough shards from this to like again make a difference. Because again, I believe you need like 7 days to get maybe one. So every week you get like maybe one reroll on your like stats, which is pretty worthless. I guess you could use it for like rerolling stats, but again, I think it's fine if you'd like to, but and again, it's more consistent. But I think this is probably worth more. Maybe even like in the future when they add like a new characters on this, which, and honestly, that's kind of coping because I haven't seen any character get added recently. It's kind of just been Apocrypha recently, so that's kind of what it is. But today on this side, hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let me know if you have any comments, questions, comments down below. Yeah, again, Hot Miku event is going on. If you're new, feel free to check it out. There is a couple of hard events that I will be covering, which is mostly the minigame right now. I don't know if I'm gonna triple up this Monday, but I will be testing it because actually, for those of you that are struggling to clear the event, I'm sorry guys. I did this on PC, but I did get past stage 1. Again, FPS shooter kind of person here, so I do actually have the reflex for it, and you have to kind of pre-think some of that stuff out. But yeah, no, definitely a bit of a harder minigame. I couldn't do it on phone. Hell no. That on phone is kind of unresponsive as fuck. But saying that aside, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Have a good one, stay solid, and bye-bye. Have a happy Sunday, and I can't really say anything about the rest of the week, because it's a Monday tomorrow. So yeah, have a good one, stay solid, bye-bye.